first grade. Again, hello. We're in our geography books today, and we're going to do pages 10 and 11 together. Discovering the continent of South America. Each page is going to start the same. I put a star at the top, and that's where we start reading. I go through these bullet points that I give letters so to help you find it easier. And then we work down through the questions together, and the questions have numbers instead of letters. Now, before we start, let's look at the shape of South America. And take your finger right now and trace the outside edges of South America. Do you see the triangle at the bottom? If you were looking at a map without labels, you could probably find the shape of South America. It's a special kind of shape, and it's easy to find on a map. Now, it looks a little similar to Africa, but Africa is bigger. Okay, now let's start reading and discovering South America together. Go up to the star on page 10. South America is a continent. There are many countries in South America. Now I'm on A. Read with me. The largest country in South America is Brazil. If you look over at the map, Brazil is not labeled. We do know it's the largest country though, and it takes up about this area. Now, since I'm looking at the map already, let's notice two things about the map. The compass rose in case we need it. And then down here I have a map key. I like the way they have drawn symbols on the map. It's going to help us discover South America. But what do those symbols mean? Let's read the map key and find out. The wavy lines mean that's where the Amazon River is. Can you find the Amazon River right now? Two wavy lines going through South America, in through the country of Brazil. Look at the little check marks or the little V's. What does that stand for? That's the grassy parts of South America. And then, of course, the symbol for a tree means there's trees there, and these trees are part of the rainforest. And the last one, can you tell what that is just by looking at the symbol? Well, the map key says those are where the mountains are in South America. Okay, so now we have our tools, our compass rose, and our map key symbols. The largest country in South America is Brazil. That was A, right there. B, much of Brazil is covered by the Amazon rainforest, which is a hot, wet jungle. Remember, it's those trees that tell us where the rainforests are. And that's where Brazil is. A lot of Brazils in this area. So Brazil has the rainforest, but also this place without any symbol, and a little bit of the grasslands too. Now I'm on C. The Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans border South America. Do you remember what that word border means? It's where two areas come together. Either the ocean and the land, or the land bordering another country or another continent. So the line that divides countries, or the separation between the ocean and the land. Number C, again, not number C, but letter C. The Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans border South America. So if you live in South America, you could get to the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean. And now I'm on D. Okay, let's read it together. South America has rugged mountains, grassy plains, and a very dry desert. That's like sort of North America too. We have those things. We have rugged mountains. Rugged means tall, so tall. There's ice at the very top, and the ice and the snow don't ever melt. The mountain is so tall. Grassy plains, so a lot of flat grassy areas, and very dry deserts. Do you remember the name of the desert in North America? Death Valley. Death Valley is the hottest place in North America, but not in South America. South America has its own deserts. Okay, now I'm going to this bubble. It says use the map of South America on the other page, page 11. Follow the directions and answer the questions. Okay, number 1, color the lands yellow. Not green. Yellow. I think because it can be hot, dry grassland, so it's not always green. Also, we might be using green for another. Yeah, we're going to use green for the rainforest. So we're not going to do the grasslands and the rainforest in the same color. So we're showing contrast. There's my yellow grasslands. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2, in which part of the continent are the high mountains found? Are they on the east side or the west side? Here's your compass rose. Use that tool to answer that question. In which part of the continent are the high mountains found? Now the mountains are on the map key, symbolized by the triangle with the tip at the top that represents snow. So we see the mountains on the left side. Is that east or west? Well, let's use our compass rose. The west is on the left side of the map. So circle the word west. And I'm going to use my red marker here so you can see it. So the high mountains are found in the west. Number 3, what ocean does the Amazon River empty into? Well, let's use our map key again. And the symbol for the river is the wavy lines. Follow the wavy lines to the ocean. Now, it says where does it empty into? So you can see where the Amazon River is starting right there. But it's asking you where it empties into. What ocean? It doesn't empty into the Pacific. It doesn't cross over those rugged mountains. It crosses through the rainforest to the ocean on the right side, on the east side. And can you read what ocean that is? The Atlantic Ocean. And I'll spell that for you, but you can also see it on your map. When you spell Atlantic, I want to make sure you have the uppercase A because Atlantic is a proper noun. And you could actually use the 2 words to describe it. Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. And you can read that on page 11 also. Atlantic Ocean. But I'm going to hold it up for you so you can do it with me. And remember, if I'm ever going too fast, just put me on pause. If we were back in class, you could say, Mrs. Coppola, wait for me, slow down. And we'd stop and we'd wait for each other. So put me on pause if I'm going too fast. Number 3, what ocean does the Amazon River empty into? And that's the Atlantic Ocean. Number 4, the high mountains are near which ocean? The high mountains are near which ocean? Well, we kind of answered that question for number 2, didn't we? At least we found which direction they were on the map. We know the mountains are on the west side. And so let's look at the ocean to the left or west of the mountains. The high mountains are near which ocean? The Pacific Ocean. And I'll write that down on my whiteboard for you. But you can find it on your map too. When you spell Pacific, make sure you use an uppercase P and an uppercase O for ocean because these words are proper nouns. The Pacific Ocean is how you answer number 4. Okay, and now I'm going to go to number 5. Color the rainforest green. Where are the rainforests again? Well, if you're not sure, use the map keys. The map key and the symbol for the rainforest is the one that looks like a tree. So you're going to take your green and you're going to color in the rainforest. And I think it would be cool too if you colored the Amazon River blue. It doesn't ask you to do that, but it's just, I think it adds more detail. The rainforest, it's green. It's always green there because it gets so much rain that things keep growing. It doesn't freeze there either, so it can stay wet because it's hot and nothing freezes. And there's my Amazon River. Okay, we just finished page 10 and 11 together. The next time we come together for a geography lesson, we'll be doing the next 2 pages, Africa and then Europe. See you soon.